You're listening to Real Talk Live. We're going to hit on a topic I think is really important. I broke it down into three segments, but it's all part of the same topic. It's about antipsychotic medication. As you heard, because of the COVID restrictions, there's an increase of suicide. But I would say that there are traps in the system that are now trapping people. They feel like they have to do this, they have to do that. And we've been trying to get into the conversation about the constitutionality of the traps of the psych system, that in which a lot of people are afraid of saying it like it is, and we're angry because there is such a thing as informed consent. And now we're finding out the medications are all manufactured in China. So that tells you about the traps in the system. And antipsychotic medication causes weight gain. And there's a reason why people get off the medication is because the doctors do not inform their patients that the medication may cause excessive weight gain. I think the responsibility is on the doctors, okay? It's on the hospital systems, and they should be lawsuits for the things that people have gone through. You have had now an increase of suicides. There needs to be wrongful death and lawsuits on these doctors and hospitals that allow this to go unchecked. First of all, when you have a doctor-patient relationship, or anyone that sends somebody into a psych system, in a psych ward or a psych hospital, I'm going to tell you, ever since what happened in Auschwitz and the Jewish people, we should be asking these questions. There was internments of Japanese people, and they would do it again. And that's what most people are afraid of another internment camp running America. And right now, this re-education system that has been going on for a long time, a lot of people are afraid that if they don't do what they want to do, you now can hear this part of the segment. This is we're going to talk about informed consent. You should know what you're going to put in your body. Same thing with vaccinations, okay? You need to know, okay? Because you could be causing further damage. And the dentists and the doctors and those people that don't inform their patients, there's a liability on the doctors. They have medical liability. And it's not frivolous at all to ask what's in this medication. Could it cause further damage? And is it manufactured in China? Well, on Friday, President Trump had just passed an executive order allowing people to have making decisions in about your own health. Okay? So when I tell you getting attorneys and lawyers to look at this is hard to do, if you gain like 300 pounds or 200 pounds on antipsychotic medication, or 100 pounds, you have a right to ask these questions. The doctors at the hospitals that prescribe it don't belong in that position if they can't have a conversation with their patients. There are so many people that have thrown people into psych wards, and I'm going to tell you, it has been a detriment to this society. The reason things have gone downhill is because there was a place called Farview Hospital. We did a report on this about how they took men up there who did nothing wrong and treated them like psych patients and gave them lobotomies. I am very concerned about America. You know why? Because of how many people are on antipsychotic medication and abuse it, or otherwise, when doctors don't inform their patients. There's something really wrong with our society, and it's gone neglected and gone ignored. Well, I really think that legislation that was passed to, intern the Japanese back in that time, why do Americans fear this so much? Why is it an untapped topic? Because we know that there was a Japanese internment camp and there was also a gulag, okay? And we are concerned, and we're going to have topics like this, maybe not tonight, but we are going to get into this topic. How do you get your health and your life back? Well, hopefully there's some courageous doctors and courageous people who can talk about what happens to a patient when they're not informed. Informed consent goes with the abortion issue. It could go along, there could be plenty other reasons why we're talking about that topic. You should be informed about what you're putting in your body before you do it. You could be doing lifelong damage to your body if you don't know where those medications and pharmaceuticals come from. And right now, with what that executive order is, which I think we're going to study a little closer, we'll get into part 2 about this at another time. We should be angry, and I'm going to again, I think there should be lawsuits. If the doctors are that negligent, that you have other health problems as a result of taking medication and didn't tell you about it, you should be talking to a lawyer. Okay, that's it for my post here at Real Talk Live. Thank you guys for listening to Real Talk Live at our segment here on this channel at YouTube.